Okay. Hi, everybody. I don't really like where that camera. Eh, I don't know. It kind of works. Um, Sorry, it's kind of early in the day for me. It's not that early. I just decided I'm going to do some daily journaling type videos. And since this is the beginning of it all, a little bit of introduction. I'm Travis. I am the founder of EscapeGoat Games. The reason I've decided to start being a content creator is to help to promote the game company. I have a game coming out that I've been developing for years. I've been doing a lot of work on it in the background on the side. And I still think that it's a good game. It's fun. It's a good product. It's worth uh, trying to go with it. So I have a degree in game art and design, bachelor's degree. I have sadly been working for state government for almost the last decade, though. It's work that I was able to find. And just playing around with applications like Unity and Blender, not really developing anything too advanced just yet. But I quit my job like a few months ago. It was just beating me down repeatedly. For several years, there have been moments where I just couldn't take it anymore, and I kept going because, I've always grew up with, you don't quit your job unless you got something else in line. And I've always moved, usually thinking I've moved up when I've left jobs, but oftentimes that hasn't really been the case. Um, anyway, so I have my tabletop game that I've been developing. It's called Bud Barons. It's a really pretty fun game. I don't think I've had it play tested by probably more than 40 people ish. A mix of friends and family and strangers, mostly friends and friends of friends. Did my very first video I've already posted, and it's about I'm coding in Tabletop Simulator, which is on Steam. It's a gaming platform. In Tabletop Simulator, I've put all of my game art and added some counters, and I've set up a table for Bud Barons, and I have been coding some automation into it so that we'll have buttons to start and end the game, and to walk the players through their turns to deal out all the cards and move the counters around, make it easier, so then you don't have to do math like the actual physical game. So that it might be worth watching that as it develops. Right now, it's at the point where it deals out the starting hands. So it'll be fun to develop the rest. I also have a role-playing game. I've called it Paradigma. It I've had ideas for this for many, many years and have been slowly developing it in my head. I've been getting a lot of it put into a game manual or a few versions of game manuals. There is definitely some organization that needs to be done with it, but it's ready for some play testing as well. So I may do some videos that are based around character creation at first, and maybe talking, game theory and the mechanics, and maybe even just trying out some situations that we can test some dice rolls, because it's usually going to be more than one. Um, Oh, I forgot to mention, I am planning to also hopefully write a few novels. I'm thinking like a trilogy, like saga based in my RPG game world, and probably have a lot of source books because it's intended to be multi-genre. So we can have like a mix of like tech and magic and natural and supernatural and like just everything. And so I will be doing a lot of world building. There will probably be other source books, and I hope that I can get enough interest in the game world to maybe get some other writers that want to write some fiction for this game world specifically. What I would really like to see is for both my games, Bud Barons and Paradigma, to actually step across into the digital realm as well. Bud Barons is being built, of course, in Tabletop Simulator. It'll be a real good way to demonstrate the game. But what I would like to do is eventually get a small team on that to button it up into its own application. I have some ideas for um, like a cosmetic system where you can earn coins from your winnings in whatever games that you play and spend them on things. I know that's really kind of fun to do. I'm not sure if Bud Barons will fit on mobile, but it I think is worth a try. I think it could be really popular. So far so good. So we'll see what happens. Also Paradigma, I could see doing a series of video games. What I would like ultimately is to have like a big MMO world, where everybody can go in, but it can have like instanced instanced spaces where it's easier for people to game in it. But also to host specific Paradigma storylines or trials. I really like kind of the trial based type games, where you have a specific mission or a specific path you need to follow and get through the obstacles. I'm a longtime Left 4 Dead fan. The way that they do those kind of trials, I wouldn't mind emulating some of that. I've also been playing Dead by Daylight for many years now. It's also trial based. I would like an MMO world that can host instances of not those exact same types of things because it'll be a little different. Um, wow. Anyway, that's like way beyond what this video needs to be. I have my own home here. I'm remodeling my bathroom. Maybe I'll do some videos showing where that is, and maybe that'll motivate me to get it finished. There are 5 cats living here. I'm not sure which of us actually own the place, but maybe there'll be a video to introduce all of them at some point in the future. I have a big yard. There are a lot of improvements that can be done. I could see maybe doing a series of videos, doing some of my home improvements and remodels and things like that. Kind of like the idea of maybe doing a yard pond at some point. I've toyed with the idea of maybe getting chickens. I certain ideas, if they end up being popular and I get a lot of requests for it in like comments and such, then perhaps that will help me make decisions on which of these things that I will do. Um, Maybe some self-improvement things. I could lose a few pounds. Um, yes. So, I don't think I mentioned the camper. I also recently purchased a used older model of a pop-up camper. It's actually in really good shape. There's a few repairs that need to be made. I'll probably do a video showing that, and then as I make some improvements on that, make some changes, I think that might be a fun little video series as well. there is a website, budbarons.com, budbarons.com. If I remember, I will put it up on the screen before I publish this. And it's totally under construction. I noticed the other day when I looked at it, some of the things are not working. So I'm going to have to look into that. I really wish I had a web designer. Um, but I can't afford to have a staff. So, and my boss, which is me, won't let me hire an assistant. So, not yet. Um, Soon. I also need to get some merchandise set up that will be purchasable on the website, hopefully soon. Again, I'm trying to launch the game, so I'm going to do some Bud Barons merchandise, like some caps and some t-shirts. There's a lot of stuff that I could have, Bud Barons logos and such, printed on. I might look around and see maybe what other items might be popular, but feel free to throw out requests. Again, I'm going to try to do this every day. So, like and subscribe. I'm going to hopefully get better at this and have better placement of cameras. I've got to make my studio better. I need an ergonomic place to work at the computer. I need to be standing because this is crazy. So much to do. It's really overwhelming. I'm also very ADHD, so I'm all over the place sometimes. Some days I struggle to do anything, but the motivation has really kicked in a lot lately. So I'm looking forward to see how this all goes. Doing this diary, I think, is gonna help make a lot of changes around here. So yeah. Anyway, everybody have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.